So essentially, this meeting is supposed to be in preparation for the meeting tomorrow to lay some groundwork and get things ready, so we don't have the meeting tomorrow. We don't have a whole lot to talk about. So let's just do something real quick, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. Just run through things, see if there's anything else that we want to talk about or discuss or decide before talking to everybody else. So, first outline event thing would be the events. We've discussed this in the past. Outside of Minecraft, once a month, other game tournaments, movie nights, what else? At how it was like 6 or 7 months ago, something like that. We did movie nights, and it was fairly successful at the very beginning. I think that would be a good idea to try and do again. I think our events are a bit too long. What do you mean too long? Like they take too long to finish out and it's kind of just dragging on. If so, I agree 100%.
I, I mean, it might also be too long between events, and oh, well, there he is.
Yeah. Valentine month, we got 3 submissions. I know. It was pretty pathetic. Yeah.
We could also do a poll for like where the options are different events, and then the ones that are most popular, um, start trying to do instead of just coming up with ideas on our own.
Okay. Non-holiday events. So what I was thinking with this is like build competitions or redstone competition or PvP competition, something like that. And I note whole idea of developers now because our developers aren't doing a whole lot. Let's be honest. Ghost has been pretty inactive. Eris has been active with doing the bots and things, and I know that. I understand that. So I'm not gonna say anything about Eris at all because I think he's actually done quite a bit with the bots. Ghost, I know you've been inactive. Um, and Squiddy has been really inactive. He helps when he. Both of you guys will help when asked, but other than that, you guys have been pretty inactive. I know it says developers, but Cap, we all know you're pretty active. Like, really, really active. Not really on the server recently, but you've been active on the website development and on the Discord. So, I think we need to push the devs to try and get some more work out on these events. This is the main reason for developers to be created in the first place. Develop events and develop the server and have it constantly improving. Because the watch wolves are supposed to be watching stuff. You know that. Admins are kind of just mini police, I suppose. So that was the whole idea from the developers, and I feel like we haven't had much there. Alright. I don't want to keep ranting on that. A War V2. Many people wanted it, and I think it's been long enough to give it a go. I think it's a good idea, and I think we've lost a bunch of those people that are a problem. We've gotten rid of a lot of the issues, I feel like.
I
So,
mean, we'll definitely need more planning for it. So
oh yeah. But you guys can talk about that at a different time if you want to. Because, like I said, we just want to do this as a skeleton idea for talking tomorrow. Um, So events, are there some things that we don't want to talk to everybody else about? So this war idea, I assume you don't want to tell everybody about it. Not yet. Okay. And then I think the rest is fine. I'll delete the thing about developers when we talk in the public. Player base, advertising. We lost the Minecraft Discord. That was our main source of advertising and getting players in here, and we lost it. Um, so because of that, we have to create new avenues of advertising. Go or not Ghost. Cap has already been investigating and looking at different websites where you can rank or vote for your server and things like that, and have them be found that way. That's one option. There's other options too, like being more active on social media, having more YouTube videos, things like that. Um, so we'll have to look and figure that out. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we need to figure something out. The bi-weekly purge, yeah, exactly. The bi-weekly purge is something we've had for a very long time. It was really funny when we purged Cactus, Fuzzy Cactus. That was fun. I'm thinking we might need to remove that because we aren't getting the same audience we were before, and we're not having as much of an influx of players. So, is that a good idea?
I mean, maybe not remove it entirely, but maybe lengthen it a bit
To like a
because I
month?
mean, it's still gonna, yeah, maybe like once a month or something. Because I mean, we're still gonna get backed up with inactive people eventually. It's just gonna take a bit longer.
Okay. Minimum age requirement, we've discussed this many times. But I think we've settled on 15, and I think we're good there. Are we not? Do we have any more qualms about that?
15 sounds fair to me.
Okay. I think we finally figured that one out. Season 8, there's going to be a lot of crap to do for next season because of all the changes and everything. I mean, I don't know. They've only shown some of the changes, and we don't
I
know
mean,
when it's going to finish and when it's going to release either.
I'm gonna jump in here. I love the idea of a story progressing throughout the season time. It'll be heavy on maybe a bit heavy on
Staff.
groundskeepers and staff and everyone, but I think I'd definitely be willing to throw a lot of my time into that.
Yeah, I was wanting to do
That way,
something different this next season because it seems like every season it's the same and I'm so tired of it. I don't want to play the game, honestly. Like when I open Minecraft, I don't want to play it. It's boring because it's the same thing every time. You get your gear, you get your farms, you build a base, and then it gets yeeted. And I'm tired of it. I don't enjoy it anymore. So I was thinking, let's try and make something different about next season so that it's a different experience than what it always has been. So you feel the same way,
so
Ghost?
I
No, not more modded at all, Cap. It would be vanilla. but you have reason for doing it. Like, can somebody else explain? I don't know how to explain this. Like,
It's a bit more. It's a bit. I'd say it'd be a bit more immersive if there's something always going on in the back, maybe like even the background of the server. There's always something progressing. It doesn't get stagnant. It's a bit more immersive. Like you want to get on and see, oh, what happened this week, and there might be a bit of a cliffhanger one week or something like that. Just a story continuing on through the season.
yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I think it's a good idea. New content in
I'd be
season
willing
8
to
from the
try and
update would
take that
definitely
on.
be a driving factor, but in your words, add some additional fire to it. Yeah, exactly. Um, I don't know. Try and create some kind of backstory. I have to highlight the how do we make said story. Um, Try and get groups to be, factions or clans. So, like, you know how the architects are kind of like a clan or a faction or a group or whatever? Norts and I have pretty much been a group for a while. And then you've got the Amethysts and some others. Make that more of a concrete structure so that each group has their own base and they've got a different reason to be on the server. So, like, maybe the architects, everybody else can't make redstone contraptions, but for some reason the architects can. Maybe, my group can only do, I don't know, something different. But we have things that we mutually agree on and have a kind of way where it's more like countries. So the architects could be, like England or something, and we could be, France. And then the amethyst would be like Germany or something like that. And we have struggles between each other. At one point or another, we'll have a war between Germany and France. And you have a whole battlefield, and you make cannons, and that kind of thing. Having more of a story aspect to the vanilla experience to try and drive um, reason and want to be on the server. Because right now it's kind of just you get on the server and you play and you do whatever. But if we had some kind of like a backstory, I feel like it would be more immersive and enticing. Hey, Hunter.
I just realized I was unmuted that whole typing thing.
Brilliant. Yeah, so Hunter, what I want to do with season 8 is kind of have some kind of dramatic event story timeline so that, you know, there's progression. And when you get on the server right now, Hunter, you're just building your base. You're just getting farms, you're getting blocks, you're doing the usual. And after 7 seasons of it, I'm fed up with it. And I think a lot of other people are too, with just the whole Minecraft in period in the game. Um, so if we could create some kind of immersive experience where, like the amethysts are like France or Europe or something, and the architects are some other country. You've got wars that happen, battles that happen. You've got trade routes, uh, uh, fortification, traps, plots. Like maybe like Antra is queen or something like that of a group, and you like kidnap her, or you get what I'm trying to say. There's a flip side though with 1.17. You already know there's going to be a lot more people looking for service. So how do we manage people who want to make independent bases? Also, the wars. Yeah, how do we work with new people? I don't know. This is just all ideas throwing out there. We don't have to do it, but I was thinking it might be a cool experience or idea to do something new. I don't know. We also can, with luck perms, we can assign, like, let's say, you're in architects. You could actually have a tag on your name in game. The best base gets a reward. But honestly, Ghost, would that make you want to play the game? Would that make you want to go in the game? I don't think so. Because you have the same issue I do. You don't want to play the game. Yeah, we can always move on. But is the idea to try and create something different with the next season something the majority of us want to implement? It doesn't have to be a story, it doesn't have to be, whatever we've already talked about, but something different than what we've done in the past to make it okay. Okay, that's what I thought. That's all I'm wanting. I don't know what it's gonna be. I was just creating ideas. Okay, so next topic: groundskeepers. Let's admit they don't know what they're doing at all. They're literally running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and they're constantly bugging staff on what to do, and they don't know anything. Nador, honestly, was a great help in this. He was kind of leading them. Fuzzy Cactus, he just dropped the ball and didn't do anything. So I propose that either between this meeting and next, we have a clear and concise, illustration on what the GK's purpose are and what they're going to be working on. That makes perfect sense, Hunter. And how much of this idea that we've got for the next season do we discuss with public tomorrow? Okay. You guys are on the same page, aren't you? You and Hunter. Husky and Hunter. Yeah, clearly defined projects for the GKs. So, I'm thinking maybe develop the server without us staff pestering them or limiting them. Yeah, I think we need a head GK. Someone in charge of the GK that can run the GK, and they're their own separate entity, but they work with staff and they're kind of staff. Yeah. Squiddy does stuff when we ask him to, but he's not on. Really, Cap? I was not aware of that. So is Squiddy good to continue being head of GK or not? Welcome back. I always take advice from Squiddy, and he's giving insights into things. Okay. I'm not saying anything bad about Squiddy. I think he's great. I think he's fantastic staff. He's just not active. That's it. So would it be better to have somebody lower, like Antra maybe, or something like that, be head of GKs? Because Antra is active and she's done a lot, but uh, that might be too much promotion. The whole staff being a leader can be a bit obstructive, to be honest. Yeah, you're right, Husky. I'm not active. That's a great idea, Eris. Let's just do that. They can decide who they want. Let's just do that. I like that, honestly. Okay. So GKs will decide their own leader. Do we go to the next topic or no? So the leader would work with us, or I suppose Squiddy or me or you. The leader's just going to be our point of contact, so we're not talking to every GK.
Yeah, the way I think of it, the leader would have some degree of independence to work and start projects, and would be our point of contact for the rest of the groundkeepers.
Yeah. I think it'd be like, hey, we want to build an arena. Can you put it here? And then he or she would decide the style, the design, how it works, that kind of thing. Logs? Are you saying like pretty blind to what everyone's doing apart from the word of mouth from people? Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing. As far as I'm concerned, I thought they have not done a whole lot at all. I think they did some stuff in the Nether Hub and they made a beautiful end portal room. I will say that I was very impressed and I like it a lot. Well, it's sexy as hell, Hunter. Good job. That works for me, Cap, but I don't want to be handling that, to be honest. Yeah, it sounds really controlling. If you want them to have their free form independence, like we talked about earlier, and I think you mentioned, I don't feel like that's giving them independence at all. Yeah, I think that's probably best. He's our spokesperson. He's their spokesperson, I guess. He or she, whoever. Yeah. Okay. Are we done with GKs? Because I think so. So you're just wanting data to kind of non-biased viewpoint to see if people are active or not, and to see if they'd be good for staff. Is that kind of the route you're looking at? I could kind of understand that. So if you're wanting to talk, Husky, just talk because everybody else can't talk.
Typing helps me tend to think out what I'm trying to say.
Mm, okay. Okay. I don't know. We can iron that kind of stuff out. The next topic is more for public, for the most part, about the entirety of WolfCraft. Um, Tomorrow, though, I would like to hear from every one of you guys if you're there. Why are you here? What makes you stay? Doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be short, whatever you want to say, but I really want to get a good data dump of why people are here. What makes you stay? So don't put it here, but have it ready for tomorrow because I really want to get a good grouping of that data so that we know what to continue doing. What are we doing that's keeping people here? What are we doing right? Let's make sure we continue doing that. The other thing
When is
is
tomorrow's meeting?
oh my god, that was loud. Um,
Sorry.
you scared me. uh, it's in announcements.
uh,
2 p.m.
okay,
Eastern
well, we
time.
talk.
1 p.m.
Oh
Central.
God. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay.
If you can't be there, that's fine.
I should
Well,
be able to. I'll just need to move some stuff around.
what we've
As always.
noticed, I think, for the most part, is if we are at an afternoon time for me, it's good for everyone in the U.S., good for Europe, but it starts getting bad for Australia and India. But we don't have as many people from there. There's no good time, and that's what
And
sucks.
there's really no perfect time anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
that as Youth Meeting. I don't know why.
So the you may you might not make it because of youth. That's fine. 3 years now. Arius, I think you might be right. It might be actually 2. Um, it feels like 3 though.
No, I think it's three. I think it's three because I moved into this cabin I'm living in now like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and we were
That's what
doing
I
wolf stuff
thought too.
beforehand.
Because I worked at my
So I
previous
think
job
it's
for a year and a half, and I worked here for a year and a half. And we started the website basically when I started my first job. So I thought it's been 3 years. Maybe not, but either way, we've been around for a long time. I thought it was cool, and we should be really happy about
yay.
that. Website update. Uh, yeah. Okay, that sounds really bad. You have to dig through Jenny. That sounds really bad, Eris. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like. Okay. Anyways, Cap. Website
Yeah, as
update.
long as it's consensual from Jenny.
Website update. You gave us an update a few days ago, a week ago. Do you want to show the public anything or not? Well, nobody in public has known about it. Only staff know that you're even working on it. So it might be cool to show them the progress you've made. And I'm just asking, do you want us to or not? Yeah, tomorrow. If you don't want to, that's fine. Put it in. What are you? Okay, I don't know what you're saying there. Put in italics and opacity 0.00000001. I can make a decision then. What are you saying? Okay. Alright, I'll just leave a note then for you. The other thing was the blue map. Does everybody know what that was? I assume all of you guys know.
Wasn't it like a super detailed dim map or something?
Yeah, it was sexy as hell. It was 3D. You could almost look like you were in the game. And you could walk through, and it felt like you were walking through the game. But it was in a website browser. It was really, really cool. The only problem was it was extremely resource intensive. And I'm not sure. Try it with creative and see if we can optimize it. I think that's probably the best idea. Because there's got to be some way we can optimize it. There's not a whole bunch of, you know, with something like the sleep plugin, there's so many things you can configure. You can change true, false, change values. With Blue Map, there's nothing. There's like pretty much nothing. DinMap has folders upon folders upon folders of settings. It could be because we left it at half rendered. I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to go through the full render process because it was taking so long. But I think you're right. I think it might have been just that we didn't render everything. But I don't know. I really don't know. But it would be really cool if we could implement it. Okay, so we want to try and test it on the creative server. That sounds good. Anything else?
Just remember, all you guys, we are only human. Try not to push yourselves too much. This whole coronavirus thing, the lockdowns, and all that, it's been taking a toll on everyone. So just try not to hurt yourselves. All right. I like you guys too much to let you do that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's been a success. I think it's been an utter failure. I think we just set prices. I mean, Tungsten's not even active. Jack's not even active. The most they were active were for this Sky War block thing, and it didn't even seem to really happen. I think they're halfway through it still. I know Hunter was doing stuff with WTC, but I don't think it ever went anywhere, did it? Yeah, there's like nothing in here. You don't want to do set prices, Eris? I don't either, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe leave a caveat in there that staff can intervene if things get, absolutely stupid.
Yeah, okay. That works for me. Okay, is there anything I did not think about or not bring up that we should bring up tomorrow? So was April 2019? Why did I say it like that? 1.13.2, would you like that? What the fuck?
That's a very specific length, Flash. Sorry, I'll go away now.
It was lightly discussed, Hunter. Basically, it's a lot harder now. We had the Minecraft Discord to advertise through, but that's been canceled. So our new advertising avenues are a lot harder. So we also discussed instead of doing the bi-weekly purge every 2 weeks. So has somebody been inactive for 2 weeks, we kick them out.
I think
We're,
that's something we'd need to discuss on a case by case basis, unfortunately, because all the disagreements are different. There's no one way to handle them. I don't think.
you mean bring the hammer down? I don't feel like it's entirely over.
It does occur to me.
Cap, honestly, I guarantee you, Fuzzy Cactus is going to be there tomorrow and he's going to be a pain. He is going to be a big pain tomorrow.
Give him his time to speak, and then just don't let, if he starts getting out of hand,
Server mute, yeah.
just mute him.
I know we can handle him. I'm predicting he is going to become a problem tomorrow. I think that's why he's not done anything for the last week or two, is because since I put that announcement out saying if you want to have a say in the server, this is the place to speak. That sort of thing. I think that is why he's not done anything for 10 days. He's got a huge ass essay prepped and ready to go. Probably. Oh my god.
Well, as a watch wolf, I'll do my best to make sure he doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have Matt or Fish tomorrow, but as it's Sunday, I'm not too entirely hopeful.
Yeah, it's more likely Matt, but less likely Fish. But we'll see. So tomorrow will be mostly because what I wanted to do today was kind of do a very base groundwork plan for tomorrow and for the next few months with you guys, with staff. But we'll take in, opinions and suggestions tomorrow and see how the community kind of reacts to what we've got planned. But for the most part, I think we've got a decent plan. Need to work on some things. I do like the change to the GKs. You mean a third meeting? Like an after the fact?
Hi, Pepper.
He can't even hear you.
Oh, fine then.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Cap. Maybe at the end, um, suggestions or something like that, and you just give them time to speak for, I wouldn't say 10 minutes. That's so long. I don't want to listen to Fuzzy Cactus for 10 minutes. I'd say 5, maybe. 2 to 5, maybe 5.
Yeah,
10
that's fine.
seconds. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, I think we've got a good idea. I'm gonna write out another outline for tomorrow, and we'll play it by ear. And
No, 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 no. I want to keep him at least for posterity. That's a season. That's an idea for next season's story. Make Gunther a god.
Okay,
That'd be interesting. Pro Gunther and anti Gunther factions.
that would be funny.
I know. Now I'm jealous of Alex because he's got a Gunther react.
Oh, Eris did. All right. Well, I think that's about it. I'll make an outline, like I said, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. Tungsten, so glad for you to join and be here for the entire meeting. Oh my god. Outline in the mock server? What are you talking about? Is he in there?
I'll be honest, I forgot the mock server was a thing.
He's not even in here, so what are you talking about? Huh. Alex is probably getting a server for free from something like Minehut. So are you saying how did he get a word for word event appraisal form for something that we didn't ever publish? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying. It's fine. I don't care. Looks fine. Yeah, it works for me.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Then I guess this meeting's over. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if all of you can make it. Yeah, Tungsten, you came an hour late. It's okay.
As I recall, Flash was recording it, so
Mm-hmm.
awesome job, Flash. Very proud of you.
For what?
No, Cap did not talk. Nor did Eris or Ghost. I don't think Hunter did either.
All right. Well, I will see you guys later. I'll get the outline out to staff chat and let me know if I forget anything or whatever.
Okay. Say hi to Becca for me.
Will do. Love you
Or as
guys.
Pepper would say, Beckel.
Beckel. Yes. Bele.
That was funny. Keep trying, Pepper. Keep trying. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye
Bye.
bye. And I will not shut up.